Hey everybody, welcome to Medling World. Today we're in Celebration, Florida. Exotic car show. Come on in, check it out. So guys, today it's me and Jake, and of course you can see Jake sporting his Ferrari shirt. He absolutely loves this car show. And if it's anything like the last couple years, it's gonna be awesome. And it's got all kinds of awesome vehicles. We got Ferraris, we got Lamborghinis, we got Bugattis. We even got Dodge Vipers, man. We got classics. You're gonna see all kinds of awesome vehicles today on this vlog. So please take a moment, subscribe to Medling World if you haven't yet. Thank you to every single person who has subscribed. Let's start looking around and checking out some of these awesome cars. Jake, should we call this like Snake Row? We got all the Vipers. No. So cool. Let's just take a look at a couple of them here. Here's one here, guys. This one is a 2013. I can show you the tag there. St. Augustine, Florida. Check it out. And I mean, there's just a whole line of these Vipers. I like this one. This one's really nice looking, man. Love the color of it. 2014. Right here out of Orlando, Florida. Wow. Isn't it awesome? And Jake, what are you most looking forward to seeing, Jake? What's on your shirt there? Ferraris?
Yes.
Guys, if you saw last year's vlog when we were here, Jake got to sit in one of the Ferraris. We're gonna see if that guy's here again. We'll show you his Ferrari. It is amazing. But anyway, here's some of the old classics here. Let's have a look. Oh, Mercedes here. This one is a 1971. And they, yes, guys, they do give out awards, so you'll see some of them will say winner and awards. Look at that inside. Beautiful. It's a beautiful car. Love the color of it too. For a Mercedes, that red, oh, that's nice. So, I mean, we're just getting into the car show now, and it looks like it's going to be just as good as last year. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm trying not to make the vlog an hour long, but there's just so many awesome cars to show you. Look at all these old Corvettes. These are beautiful, man. Wow. Let's go have a look at this one here with the top down.
We want to highlight
really
one of
nice.
our wonderful sponsors for the 2023 celebration Exotic Cars.
1960, Jake.
Luxury motorsports.
Let's have a look inside.
Currently under development, about 20 minutes west of Celebration along Interstate 4.
And this guy's
Imagine
local right
having
from
your
here
own
at Celebration,
1.7
Florida.
mile
Let's give him a
professionally
shout
designed
out.
asphalt race truck with exclusive access year-round and shared only with a small select.
I can tell you,
group of members.
I do live here in Celebration. I've not seen this car driving down the road. So this guy, I think, keeps it in his garage for sure. So McLaren's here. I'm trying to remember from last year, they had, when we get over there to kind of the Market Street, I think it's called, the main street, they had all Ferraris up and down the street. So we'll have a look when we get over there. There's a Ferrari there and a Lamborghini here. Look at that black one. Unbelievable. Really cool. So these look like kind of like maybe just advertising, because I don't see. Yeah. So this is actually from a car rental where you can rent these. It's called Porsche. I'll go over there and show you guys their Q code if you want to scan it. And this is where you guys can rent these awesome vehicles. Right there, scan that, you get it. Go online and check the price. I'm not even going to bother asking. We'll just take a little walk here and highlight some of the cars as we're walking through. Some of them are running, as you can hear, but there's just so many. I mean, there's just so many of them. This car show is one of the best around, absolutely. It's every year, usually in April. It's a little early this year because today's April 1st, and it's April Fool's Day, but there's no fool in here, guys. Plenty of Porsches here. Look at this. Look at that.
guy who's going to drive his 50 wheels.
One thing I gotta say is it is a beautiful day. Little hot, but this is our 3rd year coming to this. The first year we lived here, they didn't have it because of the pandemic. Look at that McLaren, man. Look at the color of that thing. That is awesome. There are so many McLarens. Unbelievable. It's a 2019 from Tampa. So guys, one thing too, which is cool about living down here, there are all these dealerships around in the Orlando area. You can buy Ferraris, you can buy McLarens, you can buy all these cars down here. Plenty of them. And look, they actually got a little booth here, McLaren does. And of course, we get to listen to some awesome 80s music. That's the best thing about car shows. They always seem to be playing the 80s. We got like this area fenced off, some more McLarens back here. And I think there's some Bugattis over there that we're definitely gonna go check out. Check these bad boys out. Look at that. Jake knows all about the cars, not me so much, but there's a Bugatti right there. Look at that. I'm gonna try to hold the camera up if you guys can see in there. That is awesome, man. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. This is Jake's favorite area. All the Ferraris. Let's go check them out. Just want to show you this one, and then I'm gonna back up. 1963. Check out that bad boy. This one's awesome, and looks like Groot wants to drive 2021 F8. That is awesome. And guys, yes, living down here, Jake, we see these cars driving down the road quite often, man. So you get to see all these like exotic cars as you're cruising around the area here. There are plenty of them. Usually at least you see a couple every day. I'm not sure the year of this one, but man, this is all the way from New York. Here's another Ferrari. Take a look at this. I love the color scheme on this thing with the yellow in there. Look at that. Get a look at the front. That is nice. Love that. And it's all the way down the street. All the Ferraris. Some older ones over here on this side. Looks like the classics. Oh, yes. Loving it. So what do you guys think so far? Isn't this an amazing event? Amazing car show here in Celebration, Florida. Guys, please take a moment. Subscribe to Medling World. We're still walking through all the Ferraris. I don't know. We got another fence up here. Let's go see what's behind it. This is a 1962, guys.
Pretty sure that's
yeah,
the car I sat in last
this
year.
one, I think, is the one that Jake sat in last year. But the guy, but I don't see him here. Is it, Jake?
Yeah. The car I sat in last
That's
year.
the one that Jake sat in last
Ferrari
year.
250.
I'll drop a link to last year's vlog from the car show as well.
250 GTO.
Here's all the information on the 62. Yes, this is definitely the one that Jake got to sit in. And if you Google it, I remember, it's worth quite a bit of money, man. 62 250 GTO.
Let me Google how much it costs.
Jake's Googling now. Let's take a look at these here. Jake, help me out with these cars here. Bugattis?
Yep, that's a Bugatti. Old school Bugatti.
Couple more. Wow. Jake knows his cars. I'm glad I got him. Jake, thanks for coming along with me today, because this kid, he knows all about the cars. I'm more of a sports guy, but I do love cars, don't get me wrong. But Jake, he's got all the info. He's actually Googling the price right now on the 62 Ferrari GTO, the 250. Let's see what it comes up. Let's take a little walk over here. Jake's got it. What do you got, Jake?
From 52 million to 70 million.
There you have it.
Today.
Well, they're a very rare car. 52 million up to 70. That one's in great. That one's, I can't believe how much that costs. That's unbelievable. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see what we got. We got a couple more over here. I see a Bentley over there. And I think that's just a local guy's car, because I do see quite a few Bentleys driving around in Celebration. But here's another Ferrari right here. So, there you have it. This is awesome, man. So awesome. We got more to show you. There's plenty more to show you. We still got to go. We'll go back down past the Ferraris. We'll take a right and we'll go look at some more cars. I don't know my history on this, but I believe this is, well, there's only 285. It's a Nissan, and I believe this is like a real hot rod, man. Check it out. I'll give you a whole walkthrough. And I'm trying to remember last year they were talking about this car a little bit. How in Japan, yeah, you got this car, you're like unbelievable. Really cool. So take a look on the inside. I don't know a lot about it, but it's rare, so I figure I highlighted a little bit for you car guys out there.
Right.
Oh yeah, so it is from Japan. I do remember him talking about this car last year, Jake. Remember he was saying like in Japan, this is like big time. Like if you're driving this around in Japan, you are like,
famous.
It's like Bugatti style, like big time, awesome, luxury, exotic car. Really cool. I'm glad we saw that one, Jake. That's a very rare car, and we love that. And then just more Ferrari. So I'm gonna go back down Main Street, take a right, I should say Market Street, and we'll go check out some more. Just kind of want to give you a view of that crowd, though. It's still early. It just started about 45 minutes ago, so. Guys, I want to give you a little information about this car show. It's free, but they do have several events kind of leading up to it. They have like a dinner and things like that, and there's also donations here because they raise money for Make-A-Wish, which is really important to help, you know, youth with, you know, being able to travel and some of the awesome things they're able to do. So Make-A-Wish, check out Make-A-Wish, and if you want to give a donation, you can always go online to Make-A-Wish. So there is a little bit of a meaning behind the car show, which I always think is important. Here's a Lamborghini Urus, right, Jake?
Yeah.
This guy's from Virginia, but there are a couple of these in Celebration for sure. Another Lamborghini there. Go over Jake's head. I love the look of those. Oh man, is that nice. Highlight some more coming around here. They usually have an area too, I believe, down that way, where they have some of the cars from some of the very popular movies, Fast and Furious, TV shows, like they have the Knight Rider and stuff. We'll go check that out. And there's usually an area with DeLoreans, like Back to the Future style cars. So Corvettes. Okay, so we found some. Ooh, I hear one firing up. Celebration, but maybe it's not in the show. It's blue like that. I don't see it. So this one is from town, from Celebration. Let's have a look. We have an opportunity to check out the engine. And I remember being a kid, well, even up into my teen years, my stepfather, he had a 69 Corvette. Red convertible. I used to love it when he used to take me for rides in that thing. That was such a head turner. And being a kid, you know, you drive by your friends and stuff around town, and they were, oh man, oh wow. And he was a teacher, so it was just a lot of fun. Brings back a lot of memories being at a car show like this, especially looking at the Corvettes. Some childhood memories of having a lot of fun back in the 80s when life was simple and good, man. Just kind of highlight some of these guys for you. I don't know a lot about them.
Shelby.
Jake's telling me Shelby. And let's head down this way. I'm seeing if they have that area with the, well, there's a DeLorean, so we'll go check out the DeLoreans for sure.
I'm actually not sure what that is. Oh.
Well, let's find out. It's a Riley MK22, Florida, Fort Pierce. It's cool. Definitely cool. Look at this little thing, man. A 63 Lotus Super 7 Cosworth. Wow. man, this might be my favorite car I've seen all day, Jake.
63.
It's just cool, man. And boy, you can see right in there. Look how cool that is. And you know, you think about it, 63, how small, right? That is awesome. Somebody out there let me know too. I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that Lotuses, they're all 4-cylinder. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what somebody told me. I've never really researched it. Some more Lotus, actually. 2005. I always did like the Lotus, though. I always thought they were cool cars. And the thing is, I grew up in New England and Connecticut, so you didn't get to see these cars much. A couple months in the summer, if people owned them, they'd drive them around then, but because of the weather up there, people don't own as much, and if they do, they don't drive them often. But down here, I mean, there's one in town. Here it is, actually. This I see all the time in town. Just driving around. So yes, that one I definitely have seen here in town, Jake. That's the one we see sometimes cruising around.
Yeah.
Here's another celebration. I don't remember seeing a red one. Definitely see a green one though. And I believe it's that one. If you're watching, let me know. So I guess I got captivated by the Lotus, guys. All right, let's keep moving down. And of course, the DeLorean. There's a cool special right now on Netflix. Oh, look at this one set up. Kind of like Back to the Future, right? That's so cool, man. It's got the old boombox in there. This one too. It's even got the flux, what is it? The flux capacitor. Look at that. That's so cool. But I was saying there's a special right now on Netflix all about the DeLorean. It was pretty cool. I watched it. I think these guys are actually judging the cars right now, which is pretty cool. So they actually test. He's going around. He's doing almost like if you were at the DMV getting an inspection. He's making sure all the lights work and everything. So they really do a great job judging. So plenty of DeLoreans. I just always thought they were such cool cars. And maybe over there is the movie area. And, well, wait a minute. We got a bunch over here, guys. Jake, what do we got over here? Aston Martin, of course. Plenty of those. And this one, they usually charge you like a donation price to go in and look at them. So, I don't know. Yeah, so we're gonna watch from out here. I'll kind of see if I can highlight some of them. So definitely Back to the Future, right? And then you got Knight Rider. Over there, I'm thinking, guys, I could be wrong. Magnum PI maybe? That Ferrari? Huh. Cool. So here's some from the movies. It's a little bit different this year. Not as displayed as nicely as usual. Usually they kind of have them lined out and they have identification from where they are. And I can't remember where all the cars for what movies they were from or shows. Definitely Knight Rider and Back to the Future. And I think maybe that was Magnum PI, the Ferrari. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Somebody let me know in the comments. I'm probably wrong. Like I said, I'm not the biggest car guy. Let's see what else we can find before we leave. Just gonna want to show you an example here. A 2021 Ferrari SF90. I don't know, Stradale. 800,000. Jake is really amused by this because he really likes the front. He's telling me that he thinks the front kind of looks like a what, Jake?
If you combine a McLaren Speedtail with like a McLaren Speedtail and Ferrari theme.
So let's take a look at the back then. But yeah, 800 grand for a daily driver. It is nice though, huh? Check that out. So this is what Jake was talking about. The front of that McLaren there, reminded you of the front of that Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
And what do you call it?
That is the McLaren Speedtail.
All right, now I understand. You see, Jake knows everything and I don't. It's just the way it goes. Guys, I just kind of wanted to show this because I saw it earlier and I didn't really highlight it because I don't know a lot about it. The Brickland. Let's just have a look through. I gotta cut it for a second, guys, because of the music. This thing is just, like I said, I don't know a ton about it, but it's just so cool, man. Getting inside, and this guy, he's here. He's just kind of showing it off. He started it up earlier. Really neat, and he's got a lot of prizes, awards. So that's what it looks like from the back. Really cool. Definitely just kind of wanted to give you a profile look at that thing. Like I said, I don't know a lot about it, but even Jake's a little stumped on the Brickland, right, Jake?
Yeah.
A little stumped. I was just asking Jake what his favorite car was, but I'm going to tell you what mine were. Now listen, there's so many awesome ones. It's hard. I really kind of like that old Lotus that I was showing you guys earlier. I just, for some reason, that one just staying in my mind because it's just cool. It's like when you're walking down the Ferrari row and there's 75 Ferraris, you're like, oh my gosh. Here's some of the old classics too again as we're getting ready to head out, but I want to ask Jake. Jake, what was your favorite?
I'm gonna do, for me it's between 3.
It's what?
For me it's between 3.
Between 3, all right? What do you got?
3 are,
Let's stop over here in the shade, Jake, for a minute, and we'll talk about it. All right, Jake, what were your top 3?
so it's either between the McLaren Speedtail, the Bugatti Chiron, the green one,
Yeah,
and the Ferrari 250 GTO that I sat in last.
I think that's his favorite, guys. And I said I'll drop a link to last year's show as we're heading back, but just to kind of show you, like, this isn't even a show. This is just where people park in their regular cars. There's a Stingray there, Lamborghini over there. This is what I'm talking about when you come down here into this area of Florida, Central Florida, Celebration, Florida. You're gonna see these cars. They just, people drive them around, man. They live, they go to work. We see them, Jake, on your way to school.
Yeah.
We see, you know, Lambos and Ferraris and plenty of Vettes and Porsches. So guys, thank you so much for watching Medling World. Please take a moment, subscribe to Medling World if you haven't yet. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us at the car show. A little different from the parks and the cruising, but we do have a major announcement coming up. Can't wait to share it with you. And last but not least, see ya!